You pick up your phone for 1 second, just to check a notification, just to reply to a text, just to see what happened. And then, somehow, 20 minutes disappear. Maybe 40. Maybe an entire hour. And the weirdest part is this. You barely remember what you saw. A video, a comment, a meme, a headline, a random argument between strangers. Then another video, another comment, another headline, another little hit of something new. And when you finally put the phone down, your brain feels different. Not rested, not clear, not satisfied, just scattered, heavy, restless, like your mind has been running in circles without going anywhere. Then you try to go back to real life. You open your laptop, you look at your homework, you try to read, you try to work, you try to think, but everything feels harder now. Reading feels slow, work feels boring, silence feels uncomfortable, even thinking feels like too much effort. So maybe you tell yourself, I just have no discipline. But the truth may be stranger than that. Your phone may not just be stealing your time, it may be training your brain, and that training may be making your mind weaker. Not stupid, not broken, not hopeless, just trained in the wrong direction, trained to escape effort, trained to expect fast rewards, trained to leave anything the moment it becomes uncomfortable. And this training does not feel dramatic. It happens quietly. Every time you unlock the screen, every time you skip a video after 2 seconds, every time you open an app without knowing why, every time you feel bored and reach for your phone, your brain learns something, and your brain learns fast. For most of human history, paying attention to sudden things was useful. A sound in the dark mattered, movement in the trees mattered, a new face mattered. Your brain was built to notice change, because change could mean danger, or food, or opportunity. But now the forest is gone, and the feed replaced it. The sudden sound is a notification. The movement is a video. The opportunity is another app asking for your attention. Your ancient brain is living inside a modern attention machine, and that machine never runs out. There is always another post, another message, another short, another hot take, another alert, another thing you did not know you wanted to see. Each one feels small. One notification is not a big deal. One video is not a big deal. 5 minutes on your phone is not a big deal. But your brain does not only measure size, it measures repetition, and repetition becomes training. That is how habits are built. At first you check your phone because you choose to. Then you check it because you feel like it. Then you check it before you even notice the feeling. Your hand moves by itself. The screen lights up, your thumb starts scrolling, and only after a few seconds do you think, why did I open this? That is the moment your phone stops being a tool and starts becoming a reflex. You are not choosing, you are reacting. And the more you react, the more your brain prefers reacting. Because reacting is easier than thinking. Thinking takes energy. Reading takes energy. Studying takes energy. Building a business takes energy. Writing a real idea takes energy. Having a difficult conversation takes energy. But scrolling takes almost nothing. You give the phone a few seconds of attention, and it gives you a tiny reward. A funny clip, a face, a like, a message, a little outrage, a little curiosity, a little pleasure, then another, and another, and another. It is like feeding your brain mental candy, but mental candy does not make you full. It only makes you want more. And the more your brain gets used to easy rewards, the more it starts rejecting slow rewards. That is why a book can feel painful. That is why a long video can feel exhausting. That is why sitting alone with your own thoughts can feel almost impossible. It is not because you are incapable. It is because your brain has been trained to expect novelty every few seconds. When novelty does not arrive, your brain complains. When the screen does not change, your brain gets restless. When a task gets quiet, your brain looks for an exit, and that exit is usually in your pocket. Bored? Phone? Anxious? Phone? Waiting in line at Starbucks? Phone? Sitting in an Uber? Phone? Commercial break during the game? Phone. Standing in the kitchen while the microwave runs? Phone. A slow moment at work? Phone. The phone becomes the fastest escape from any uncomfortable feeling, and it works, for a moment. But every escape teaches your brain something. It teaches your brain that boredom must be removed, silence must be filled, waiting must be avoided, effort must be interrupted. Over time, you do not just lose focus, you lose tolerance. Tolerance for boredom, tolerance for slowness, tolerance for difficulty, tolerance for the awkward beginning of hard things. And almost everything meaningful starts awkward. Learning a skill starts messy. Getting in shape starts uncomfortable. Building a project starts slow. Fixing your life starts confusing. Deep thinking starts boring. At the beginning, there is no instant reward, no notification, no applause, no algorithm pushing you forward. Just you, the task, and discomfort. But if your brain has been trained to escape that exact moment, you quit before the real reward arrives. Then you start believing something is wrong with you. You say, I can't focus. I can't finish anything. I'm just lazy. But maybe you're not lazy. Maybe you have been trained to leave too early. Think about the gym. If you only train quick, easy movements, your body adapts to that. But when you need strength for something heavy, you struggle. Your brain works in a similar way. If you train short attention all day, you get better at short attention. If you train constant switching all day, you get better at switching. If you train escaping boredom all day, you get better at escaping boredom. But you get worse at staying. And staying is the foundation of almost everything that matters. Staying with a problem, staying with a goal, staying with a book, staying with a hard conversation, staying with an idea until it becomes clear. The phone does not destroy that in one day. It weakens it slowly, one check at a time, one interruption at a time, just one more video at a time. And the strangest part is this: your phone does not even need to be in your hand. Sometimes it only needs to be near you, on the desk, in your pocket, face down beside your laptop, charging next to your bed. A part of your mind still knows it is there. There could be a message, there could be an update, there could be something happening. That possibility splits your attention. You are here, but not fully. You are reading, but part of you is waiting. You are working, but part of you wants to check. You are talking to someone, but part of you hears the silence of a notification that has not arrived yet. This creates a very modern kind of exhaustion. Not the exhaustion of doing too much, the exhaustion of never being fully in one place. Your body is here, but your mind has 10 open tabs, and your phone is the doorway to all of them. This is why your brain can feel busy all day and still feel empty at night. You consumed a lot, but absorbed almost nothing. You saw a lot, but finished almost nothing. You reacted a lot, but created almost nothing. And that is the real weakness. Not low intelligence, low depth. Your brain gets great at starting, but bad at continuing. Great at reacting, but bad at building. Great at consuming, but bad at thinking. And this changes the way life feels. Because when your brain expects everything to be fast, anything slow feels wrong. Studying feels too slow. Fitness feels too slow. A career feels too slow. Relationships feel too complicated. Real progress feels too quiet. So you go back to the place where reward is guaranteed. The screen. The screen never asks you to grow. It only asks you to keep going. Keep scrolling, keep watching, keep clicking, keep reacting. But here's the part that matters. Your phone is not evil. Technology is not the enemy. The problem is not having a phone. The problem is letting your phone become the main trainer of your mind. Because everything trains you. Your routine trains you. Your environment trains you. Your friends train you. Your habits train you. And your phone trains you too. The question is, what is it training you to become? More patient or more impulsive? More focused or more scattered? More thoughtful or more reactive? More in control or easier to control? That question changes everything. Because the goal is not to throw your phone away. The goal is to recover choice. You can start small. Wait 10 seconds before unlocking. Stand in line without checking. Eat one meal without scrolling. Read one page without switching apps. Take one walk without filling every second with noise. Do one task before checking messages. These moments look tiny, but your brain understands repetition. When you do not escape boredom, your brain learns boredom will not kill you. When you finish a small task, your brain learns effort has a reward. When you pause before checking, your brain learns impulse is not the boss, and slowly, your attention starts coming back to you. So the next time you reach for your phone for just 1 second, notice it. Maybe the real question is not, how much time did I lose? Maybe the real question is, what am I training right now? Because every scroll is practice, every interruption is practice, every escape is practice, but every pause is also practice. Every moment of focus is practice. Every time you stay instead of run, your brain learns something new. It learns that not every impulse needs action. Not every boring second needs a screen. Not every difficult moment needs an escape. And maybe that is where your mind starts getting strong again. Not in a dramatic change, not in a perfect routine, but in one small space. The space between the impulse and the action. The second before you unlock the screen. The breath before you react. The choice before the automatic habit takes over. Because your phone can stay in your hand, but it should not be in charge of your brain.